This week is all about making do and finishing off those little jobs that have been put aside but now need addressing. The new post is now well in place at the base of the stairs and solidly fixed, while a few new boards have been placed at the end of the landing, making at least one end look a little bit more complete. The upstairs shower room has been grouted and the tiles given a good polish. The room feels bigger than we thought it would and is now ready and waiting for the toilet and sink to be finally fitted.
So I tiled the splashback yesterday. I can't take the pegs out yet because I'm going to wait till it's properly dry before I pull the spacers out and then grout it all with ivory grout, the same as everything else in here. But I have made today an oak cover to cover up the big metal bracket that's up there that supports one of the joists up in the attic.
Yeah, that looks good.
So I'll just wait for the glue to go off and then I'll sand that back a little bit. But that's made out of, it's made out of a piece of that beam.
Right.
So it's got to
match.
I've put the trim in up the top. So there are some nails sticking out, so they're just pins holding it in until the glue dries.
Yeah, that looks really good.
That's finished the top off quite nicely.
Yeah, the whole room looks nice. And you've got your dad's picture up.
Got Dad's picture up, yeah. So we've got quite a few paintings that Mum and Dad did. So
yes.
I would like to get as many of them up in this house as we can. I'm really pleased with this shower room. It's really, really nice.
Yes, it's worked out very well, hasn't it? It's actually so much bigger than you think it is.
When the walls were just plasterboard and there was rubble on the floor and all that sort of stuff, it felt tiny, but
it's a perfectly reasonable size.
And this is a really
lovely big shower.
Really nice big shower. If there's one thing I can't stand in showers is being close to either a curtain or a screen or touching the wall or anything when you're trying to shower. This is proper right nice, isn't it? Real nice, aye.
So I've just got to bring some baskets over for the loo roll and that sort of thing, and some hooks.
Should this have black trim around it?
Yeah, I think it should. Because it doesn't look finished at the moment. It doesn't look.
I thought this would grout in quite nicely, but it hasn't.
No.
I probably should have done a better job.
No, it looks all right. It's just I think it would look lovely with a bit of black trim around.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Well, it doesn't want to go too high because it'll just be a waste of a mirror being able to just see above your head.
At 54, it would be virtually touching that. So shall I just go up another couple of centimetres?
Okay.
(82) 41. These are a very clever little thing. They're plasterboard toggles.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before. They're really cute, aren't they? Because especially with the mirror, they're very heavy, aren't they? Especially this one is pretty heavy. But the one I'm thinking of putting over the bath is really heavy. I don't think I can lift it myself.
Oh, we're in a beam.
Oh no.
That's probably a good thing.
Oh, what, to hang it on the beam?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it's not a water pipe.
Well, we'll soon find out. It is covered in paint.
Yes.
Well, once the frame's painted black, you won't notice.
Ah, that looks good. We've actually, this mirror did come from Maximum's, but a long time ago, so we've had it up in the other house, in the downstairs bathroom.
It's only about 10 euros as well.
It was about that, yeah. Oh, hang on, did it come from there? Or did it? Oh no, it came from the one in Limoges, Troc.
All right.
So it was a bit more expensive than that. I think it was 40, might have been 40 euros. But still, I mean, gosh, that's not very much really. But that looks quite smart, doesn't it? I love the choice of tiles. No, you weren't. I think I went with Ted and Lisa, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's very dirty, isn't it? Well, that looks really good. Just really finished the rim off. It really goes well. I think it's lovely, isn't it? It looks better there than it did at home.
Yeah.
So, really nice little room. Get rid of the toilet paper. Oh, I was going to bring a little basket over, wasn't I? A pretty little basket.
You've got a memory like a
a basket.
Like a calendar.
So this is Steve's dad's painting that he did years ago.
When he could see.
Yeah. And I think it's funny because outside for a while here there was a bit of machinery in the grass just like this. And I just thought it looked like it a bit, but it's gone now, but it was a modern bit of machinery. But that's nice. So I think it goes extraordinarily well with a new mirror. Perfect.
Falling in with the water.
So what are you doing? Just filling these
Today,
gaps?
I'm going to render the whole wall left to right.
Oh, right, okay.
And the one on the landing as well.
Okay. And then are we going to paint that?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. And then it'll be able to make one of your little windows for in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be lovely. So here are some more shots of mixing render. But a lot of renovation is repetitive, as you may have noticed.
So I know it's a little bit dark in here, but I wanted to show you with the lights off what this little room looks like. Now that wall looks green. It isn't, it's magnolia. There's the pointed stone wall. And today I have lime rendered that wall and exposed the little window. So I will do a little close up for you. And you can see there in the garden. Amazing how much light that brings in that time. There's no other lights on it, but everywhere else is pitch black. Amazing how much light there is. But mind your eyes, because I'm going to turn the lights on. Woo! So there's the same view, but with the lights on. I love this little room. It's a really nice, got a lovely feel to it. So I don't know if you remember in the last vlog or vlog before that, this is the door that I made that as it dried out it really cracked quite a lot. So I don't know if you can see that join down there, but that's the one that I filled with filler and oak sawdust and then a little bit of stain on top of it, and it looks like wood. I'm pleased with that door, it turned out really well. So tomorrow we will have a go at rendering this one. And then I think, pretty sure that's all the upstairs walls rendered. And there's lots and lots of painting and decorating to do, and windows to make and things like that, but yeah, getting there. And the oak flooring is ready to be delivered, so any time now this will all be oak. Can't wait.
After rendering the walls, it was off to La Souterraine to get some glass for those gorgeous arrow-slit windows. As the aperture narrowed to the exterior, we decided not to frame them so as to let in as much light as possible. Rather unexpectedly, the sound in the house began to change once the glass was installed, and the rooms felt a little more homely. So just tell us a little bit of what you've done here and what you're doing.
Well, before it goes too hard, I'm just smoothing out a bit of a recess. The arrow slit windows. So we decided that I wasn't going to make wooden windows for these, like we have in the other house, because these are tiny. If you had a 30mm frame each side of there, you'd only have like 40mm of glass.
Yeah.
So this is just...
No, that looks so good. Uh-oh. Brian. Barking at the chickens.
Can you see it? So there are two options.
Is she out there again?
Yeah, but she's just having a sniff around.
Okay.
So we can either have them just rendered like that all the way around and then painted later on when everything's dry. Or I could put a wooden shelf in, a windowsill. So once this is all dry and maybe painted,
yeah,
we can choose, because this is, easy to make a windowsill for.
Yes. Well, as we can show you.
Yes.
So this is the other one in the landing, at the top of the landing,
So
which has now got a shelf. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous?
So this one's a little bit more finished. I've done a little bit of trimming around the edge. I've got to do a bit more trimming on the outside because where the glass is siliconed in, it's come over onto the glass a bit more than I wanted it, but anyway.
Right.
And this is just literally resting there. So when all this is properly dry, I can cork this in properly, but we'll see whether we have just a rendered one and a wooden one, or two wooden ones.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, that's gorgeous. I can already see a candle sat in there.
You won't be able to see out.
No, through, exactly.
But
no, it's gorgeous.
They've worked out really well. I'm really pleased with them.
So this is the shower room door that Steve is painting. We decided in the end that we were going to go for the Harris green. So he's using his sprayer, which is over there, which apparently works extremely well, and it makes everything really smooth. It makes the paint go on very, very well. So this is the back of it, so that's the bit that you'll see when you're in the shower room. But yeah, that's gone really well. The other side is already done, so I think tomorrow he might put that back up on the wall. So it's all these little, what Steve would say, Nadgery things that take time and that sort of seem to slow things down a bit, but I really like that. Gorgeous.
So this is the little door where Mr. Tumnus lives. And it was very, very rickety and
Yes.
needed an awful lot of sanding. So I started sanding it back, and underneath all of the years of paint was a very nice oak door.
Mm.
But when I got down to this down here, this is like just old boxwood,
Yeah.
like rubbishy pine. So obviously somebody's taken the I mean, it might have had glass in it at one point, I don't know. These had glass in, although the glass was broken.
Yeah.
But because that's into the barn, and you don't want to see into the barn, you want to be secure in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I filled these in, sanded the frame down, and I was going to paint it the same Harris green as the door. But it's such a shame to cover up this beautiful oak. And we'll see. We'll live with it for a month or two and see whether we like it or not. I can always paint it, but obviously once it's painted, then it's...
No. You can't do anything about it.
So the trap door will obviously open. This door can then open, and you can have access through into whatever's going to be out there.
Perfect.
Right, so it's not really big enough for dogs, is it? So this is now all sealed and waterproofed. Just painting and decorating left to do in here now. So the skirting boards are on and corked in, so they line up with the walls. So you could technically have a shower in there now if you wanted to. It would be cold because the hot water's not on. But
yeah, it looks really, really good.
so apart from decorating, this room's done.
And the new little heater on the wall, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, incredibly much better than it did. But as we keep saying, I don't think it's for doggy doos.
Very clicky feet.
Very clicky feet. Excellent. No, really good. So another demanding week. We've now owned La Forge for 6 months. Steve has been tireless, and I'm so excited about the next stages. I've been looking at all my much-loved frou-frou and planning in my head where it's all going to go. Dressing a house is one of my favourite things, but we're not quite there yet. So we'll see what the next few weeks bring. À la semaine prochaine!